Welcome back, you guys. This is the Syndrome, continuing my HOI4 Kaiserreich campaign as Japan. So, we are just sort of going through the paces right now. We're still in February. I spent like 20 minutes last episode just getting acclimated to the game. Yeah, so though Afghanistan is declaring war on India, this usually ends in a white peace. There's never anything happens over here because the Dominion of India is a part of the Entente. So he just declared war on everybody. Like Canada, French Republic, Australia, and who else? Caribbean Federation. Yeah, now I remember. Who are you? One horse. Okay, so you're gonna go over here. Let's see. We recently received a trade delegation from the Kingdom of Norway. The country seeks new trading partners as it is not a part of the German Zollverein that dominates trade on the European mainland. They seek to trade, among other things, dried fish and has offered us very favorable rates on Norwegian merchant shipping. Most of the trade experts are in favor of accepting, while a few oppose the use of foreign shipping in moving Japanese goods. So I get 75 units of convoy. Well, I don't need that. I have 300 fucking convoys. Yeah, I'm gonna accept. I mean, the convoys cost steel and oil to make. I don't have a lot of oil, so let's just accept. We'll have a lot more convoys than we need, but it's just 20 political power. It's not that much. Speaking of which, I was gonna go over my planes here. Yeah, we have naval bombers. Let's send the naval bombers to the Yellow Sea. Naval and port strikes. And let's send the fighters and the bombers to Manchuria for now. General election 1936. After the constitutional restoration of 1926 and subsequent political realignment, two parties came to dominate Japanese politics. The conservative Riken Seiyukai Association of Friends of Constitutional Government. That's a weird name. And the liberal Minseito Democratic Party. The Riken Seiyukai has an absolute majority from the general election of 1932, but support in the countryside, their traditional voting base, has been declining. As the political atmosphere turned against the ruling party, the Minseito, known as Kensekai, Constitutional Government Association, before 1927, solidified its electoral base through the cities and began to expand into the countryside, hoping to break the Seiyukai's absolute majority in the Diet. A new third player in the general election of 1936 is the Shakai Taishu Socialist Masses Party. I don't like that. It is now time to see if the Seiyukai have retained enough seats to keep an absolute majority. So right now, we have these guys, social conservatives, Riken, what? Where are they? Rekin Seiukai. Ah, okay. Minseto are the other ones. So we have market liberals and social conservatives. And the Shakai. Yeah, these are the socialists. I don't like that. I might as well keep the social conservatives. They have a huge base there. Is there anything here that suggests I should not? Defend democracy. I think I'll keep them for now. There's no reason for me to switch to these. It also doesn't say that I can switch to them directly. It just says if they lose their absolute majority, I could potentially pick the market liberals or the radical socialist. I'm gonna keep... I don't know. Like, I want to go down here. Let's see. The government has kept its majority. The emperor supported the government. The emperor did not support the government, but political force was used to overcome this. The emperor did not support the government. The emperor supported the government. I want to go down here. So, not supporting the government. This is not the same as supporting the government. This is just who becomes the government. Let's click this. So now it's a green check marker. Oh, so I can still use political force to overcome this. Okay, so interesting. Alright, let's see what happens. Hopefully I did not fuck up there. I mean, I saw no reason to do that. I want to go down here so I can go to this. So I did... The government has kept its majority. That's probably it. But the other options of supporting the government or using political force to overcome it, there's probably going to be another event. Ooh. The assassination of Katayama Sen, born in 1859. Wow, that's... He must have been like 80 years old. Sen was one of the most senior syndicalist leaders in Japan, known as the father of Japanese syndicalism, exiled to the USA after participating in the early socialist democratic movement. Katayama witnessed and was influenced by Jack Reed's syndicalist activities and the development of the IWW into the CSA. Okay, I don't know what that is. Katayama returned to Japan after the constitutional restoration of 1926 and founded the first legal syndicalist party in Japan, the Rodonomento. I don't see them here. After the party was declared illegal in 1932, okay, I should have continued reading. He formed another party called the Shakai Taishuto. These guys. Socialist Masses Party. These are the guys I did not support. An amalgamation of social democratic parties and syndicalist movements. Yesterday, while visiting Kyoto to congratulate Taishu member Yamamoto Shenji on his election, a gang of 3 right-wingers stormed his office and beat the 2 men with clubs. Yamamoto survived, but Katayama, aged 75, oh, he was not 80, but he was close, never regained consciousness and died early today. So they assassinated the socialist democratic dude. That's interesting. So there's definitely some political tension going on here. The socialists have no base. They have 3%. Like, we have 51. And then the market liberals are behind that. It's kind of one-sided towards, like, liberal or social conservative or market liberals. Well, it's interesting to say the least, but it's still not June of 1936, which means I can still do another one of these doctrines. One more day. Okay. We have superior firepower. We can't click anything right now except this. Support artillery. Superior firepower doctrine. Yeah, I don't need this. Like, this gives me 50 political power, which is nice. But... Yeah, I'm gonna get this first. Let's get the political power. Let's get it done. So I can actually get into positives, because we're still negative right now. And we're not gaining a lot, are we? What is King doing? I just saw his name move. He's not doing anything right now. At all. This fucker needs to die. I just see by his face I don't like him. Guess it's his eyebrows? Yeah, it's his eyebrows. They look weird. He has to die. That's my justification. Profits from legation cities. Okay. I've seen this event before in other countries. So I guess we're getting it as well. Oops. There we go. I clicked off screen accidentally. Profits from legation cities. Factory output and yeah, consumer good factories. That's pretty good. First International Congress. Things are proceeding normally, to be honest. I think I'm gonna bump it up to speed 5 just a little bit. Because right now nothing really that important is happening. It's 1st of April. We're gonna get close to positive once this is done. We should go maybe, I don't know, 70? We'll probably be at 70 when this is done. Or 80. Ooh. The shock of the assassination of Katayama Sen initially united the Shikai Taishuto in solidarity against the White Terror. But the unity did not last long. The party was originally structured as a coalition of various social, democratic, and syndicalist organizations, only united in the goal of socialization of the economic structure with the proletariat at its foundation. Before his death, Katayama had guided the party away from ideological clashes, but deprived of its leader, the party was forced to face the question of its precise ideological position, and infighting soon began. Throughout the spring of 1936, national syndicalists, called the Nichi-Rokai, adopted totalism. Okay, that's not good. And vigorously expanded its membership, not only inside the party at expense of the moderate Shaman-Kei, but also outside the party, notably within the Shaman-Kei-controlled Nihon Rodo Sodamai. Soon an open fight between the two groups broke out. The Nichi-Rokai accused the Sodamai of being run by the labor bureaucrat establishment. And in turn, the Sodamai and the Shaman-Kei accused the Nichi-Rokai of hijacking and turning labor organizations into their puppets. The Nichi-Rokai's members were expelled from both Sodamai and the Taishuchu earlier this month, and the group is now operating independently. It's kind of weird because the left are having all these clashes, but they're not in charge. And I lose political power? Fuck you! They're not in charge of anything! God damn it. So, this gives me air experience, this gives me navy experience. I'm not going to touch that. Let's just continue down here. It's almost June. We're gonna finish this quick and see what happens. Why are the clashes on the left side causing problems for me? They're not in charge of anything. Fuck those guys. Seriously, fuck them. I'm actually thinking of starting to train. I'm gonna need to change some of these things. I especially want to get rid of the military police in the garrison units. There's no reason for that. It's just costing me support equipment. Yeah, peace deal. Ooh, the Maklik declared war on Mongolia. Interesting. I think Mongolia is going to win that, but I could be wrong. Let's see, artillery research. Yep. It's definitely interesting, like all the political stuff in this game, but the pronunciation, and I just have a general difficulty in expressing, like, my English vocabulary is not that great, so I have problems occasionally in that. 1936. Let's just get the radio. Let's get dispersed, I think. Let's keep the retention. I like that. Because we're going to be swapping out of production, because we're going to have carriers, and we're not going to want to stockpile endless amount of like carrier-based planes. We're just going to build a few hundred of them and then stop forever, I think. Actually, let me check here. The Navy, the Home Defense, no, not the Home Defense, the these guys. How big is your deck? Pre-Weltkrieg carrier. You have only 10? That's your deck size? 10 planes? What are these? Okay, these are the normal 45. They have 10. These 5 carriers are useless. The Prime Minister has been assassinated. Oh shit. Radical officers connected to the Nichirokai broke into the official residence and shot Prime Minister Inukai. Wait, Nichirokai? Okay. Broke into the... and shot Prime Minister Inukai. They claim they did it to avenge the death of Katayama Sen and the murder of workers in Niigata. The incident has greatly shocked the nation, and the Admiralty Board, mortified by the incident, has already begun a court-martial and a deep investigation into the radical activities within the Navy. So, Inukai is dead. He was draining political power from me for no reason. And we're gonna get Suzuki instead, which is... consumer goods factories plus 5%. That is really bad. I hate this guy. So my factories are at 9 at the moment. And we lost 2 of them. God damn it. Fuck that guy. Okay. We're still in May. We can't do anything right here right now. We'll just continue down this. Get the doctrine bonus. And let's go up to speed 5 again. Oh, the political power keeps... And the national unity is just garbage. It's base 40? Japan is having huge problems right now. So right now it's June. So we can do this. The National Security Act. Restorationists and Centralists. The Ishina Restoration faction is a political ideology promoted by radical junior officers, characterized by its anti-capitalism, anti-oligarchism, and anti-parliamentarism. Wow, they're just against everything. Usually coming from underprivileged and/or humble backgrounds, many of these officers have experienced poverty from childhood and observed what they considered the evil influence of favoritism. Well, meritocracy is probably better, leading them to believe that the establishment has hijacked power from the emperor and is leading the nation into the abyss. The restorationist solution was to sweep out the ruling establishment and restore all power back to the emperor. And from there, a complete national reform was to be initiated. Against them are the Chuha, the central faction who were close to the central military leadership, who supported cooperation with the establishment and the militarization of politics. Stop taking my political power, you assholes! Revolution in Siam. Interesting. I didn't read that, but I assume it's the same as always. It's definitely more interesting than the previous patch, Japan, that is. But it's so much shit is happening, and it's just robbing me of political power. I'm never gonna get positive if this continues. And I got this asshole, who I don't like. So this guy does nothing. He just has an AI modifier. Oh, wait, trade deal opinion factor. Okay. I like this guy. I really like this guy. Local manpower. Well, manpower is not a problem. I kind of like this guy. We have a fuckload of manpower right now. I'm gonna go to speed 5. Finish this. And then we can do the national... what was it called? The National Security Act. So, if we pass it, we can go down here, and then we go towards this. We have to make sure it passes. And let's go. Construction. What do I go? What do I do? Tanks? No, we don't need that. We have discounts here. Let's just take this. I'm not going to be having the industry to have both anti-tank and anti-air guns. Maybe later, but not right now. I need to get to 10 so I can get rid of the military police in this. Excuse me. I think I got the hiccups. Yeah, I mean, there's a few events that are quite interesting here, but it's still just July. We're still just getting started. Like, I want to go after some nations. I want to conquer some shit. Come on. I think in the original game, this northern part was a part of Russia. Like, Sakhalin was divided between Russia and Japan in the vanilla. I think I remember that. I could be wrong, though. Oh, mechanical computing. Beautiful. Do I go for air doctrine? I kind of want to take this. Because I don't have it, and I don't think I'm going to have any research for this. Let me just check. Air reform. Fighter models and heavy fighters. Tactical bombers. Air doctrines. Can use kamikaze pilots. Yeah, that's kind of standard. Carrier effort. Yeah, so let's go with the... Yeah. Mitsubishi A5M. We're not building any ships, but I'm not going to. I need the civilian factories to build up my industry. Oh, interwater artillery is done. So let's start going down superior firepower. I do have... Oh, it doesn't tell me what I have? What? I have to just remember it? Oh, we have 2 of them for superior firepower. 2 research bonuses for superior firepower doctrine, and this one I already used. And oh, we have 3 of them. Beautiful. Okay, let's slow it down a bit. 1 more day, and the National Security Act should be done. Okay. The notorious Peace Preservation Act was introduced in early 1924 by the Tanaka regime amidst the Red Scare following the Kanto anarchist uprising in September 1923 and a syndicalist assassination attempt on then Crown Prince Hirohito in December of the same year. The act drastically limited civilian rights and symbolized the draconian rule of General Tanaka. It was repealed when the regime was brought down by the Constitutional Restoration of 1926, but Prime Minister Suzuki Kizaburo now wants to reintroduce the act. Albeit heavily moderated and renamed the National Security Act, he has met strong opposition even within his own cabinet, and public opinion has dropped to a new low. But Suzuki believes its reintroduction is a necessary step to counter the rising tide of syndicalism, and he is not alone in his opinion. A cross-party parliamentary group led by Nakajima Shikohei of the Rikken Seiyukai. Yeah, they're these guys. And Adachi Kenjo of the Minasato, have declared the act as the last bulwark of constitutional government and support its passage. The House of Peers and the Privy Council are also in favor of the act. The act is forced through? No. We are going to go here, so the act has to pass. National unity, ideological drift defense. And then we have to wait until December for the next part. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go down here. In the meantime, we'll bump it up to speed 5 again. So we have quite a few rifles in reserve and some towed artillery. Oh, we got 10 now. Okay, I'm gonna edit you guys and drop this fucking military police. Thank you. How much do I have now? I should have more. I don't? Okay. Well, if I introduce engineer, I don't have enough. But the recon, yeah. No, that's not enough. I need to build, I need 80 more. That's annoying. So, we're still building this. We got this. It's still 1936. Let's go excavation. We're gonna have to drop the free trade. And then we're gonna need all the resources we can get. Like, my first act is to change the civilian economy and the free trade. We'll go down to export focus. And then we'll go... We can't even go early. It's not even 5% yet. God damn. And we're still far away from being at 0. This is so slow. Give me some combat. There we go. Speed 4. And army reorg is done. 20th of December. Okay. This gives me division speed. Sure. Division speed is fine. Let's go to speed 5 again. I don't think it's going to be December when this is done. Okay. The trial of the May 15 incident. The court-martial of the 11 murderers of Prime Minister Inukai began on July 24th. Before the end of their trial, a petition arrived at court containing over 350,000 signatures in blood from sympathizers around the country, pleading for a lenient sentence. They signed it in blood? Dude, that's kind of morbid. It's really not very Japanese, I think. In addition to the petition, the court also received a request from 11 youths in Niigata asking that they be executed in place of the Navy officers. Holy shit, that is very Japanese though. And sending 11 severed fingers to the court as a gesture of their sincerity? Oh, dude, this is fucking gnarly. The whole trial was unpopular enough to convince the court to accelerate the process, and although the death sentences were issued just yesterday, the assassins were executed at dawn today. God damn it! This fucking country is going to shit. I haven't even done anything yet. This is Rangoon University. Yeah, happens all the time. National Security Act. We're still at low stability. We can't even get to like default. They're just average. We can't even get to here. So it's October. Do I just sit on my ass until this is done, or what? Dispersed industry. 1936. There's nothing else for me to take right now. I could take motorized. It will open up some support, but I'm not going to be building motorized. So the planes I'm building are going to be for the carriers, but I should also build some CAS for... I'm going to take battlefield support for the future. So this is done. All of these are done. And naval doctrine. Destroyer sub-detection. This is kind of useless right now. I don't need this. Let's take... I don't know what to take right now. Let's take this. But we are out of time. So, another episode and not a lot happened. Well, actually a lot did happen, but not war-related. We're still in the first year. The country is going to fuck because of these leftist assholes. And we're hopefully gonna defend democracy in the 10th of September. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, see ya.